So what we're going to do today is we're going to start off by shooting some leashes. So what we did was we knotted this thing up. This is a Biothane leash. We did it in red so you could see the any of the impacts better. Pellets stuck in it here. You've got BB impacts kind of all over it, all over through the ends. Like I said, we knotted it up so we make sure we got a good solid kind of impact on it. So we definitely got a number of hits on the thing. The interesting thing is, and surprising to me too, is there's hardly an actual hole in this. There's a bunch of impacts that appear like they bounced off. A couple pellets kind of stuck, you know, kind of stuck in there, but nothing actually went through it. And that's number 8 shot, 1.25 ounce load. So kind of interesting. So now that we've shot our beloved red Ramtech leash, we're gonna pull a hay bale with it because, I mean, what else would you do, right? I mean, you got a hay bale, you got a car, you got a leash. So I think what makes the most sense is we're just gonna smash this little clip through the handle, and then we're gonna see how it goes. Car, leash, string to the hay bale. I don't expect this to go quite as far. Okay, so this is how she landed. Interestingly enough, it appears to have broken where it was shot, where it had a bunch of pellet holes in it. And I'll be honest with you, my guess was going to be the snap, but apparently the pellets inside of there did more damage than I must have been guessing. So we're going to finish up the testing on our Biothane leashes. So this is one of my favorite parts where we just get to pull stuff apart and see how much weight it holds. I really enjoy the breaking stuff. I mean, the shooting stuff's fun, the dragging stuff around is entertaining, but purely ripping it apart, that's really where my heart's at. It really is. Just breaking things is something that I truly enjoy. And that's what we're gonna do, and hopefully you get to enjoy that too. So we're gonna start with, we're gonna run some Biothane leashes today. We've got a 1/2 inch leash, we've got a 3/4 MWD or foam Biothane, Ramtech Extravaganza, and then we have a 3/8 and we have a 1/4. So we're going to start out with our 1/4 inch Biothane leash, and the 1/4 inch Biothane, actually the Biothane itself loads at 250 pounds per 1/4 inch. And remember, this is just a stitch piece. It's got a small bolt snap on it. So we're back in the cab, we got the wrench controller, the brake held down, and let's see what happens. 350, 4. So we started with a 1/4 inch leash, right, which broke where I would have expected it at the snap head. Now the fun thing about Biothane is Biothane's actually made in the US. Round stuff is stitched in the US. So the majority of this leash is a US made product. So again, Biothane load rates, or they tell you that this is good for 250 pounds per 1/4 inch, right? We tell you that the 3/4 inch snap is good for 500 pounds and the stainless steel snap is good for 6. So this one, which is a 3/8 snap, substantially smaller, broke at 500 pounds. And the webbing and the stitching didn't break. So this is a 3/8 piece of Biothane. It's stitched and riveted, and it's got a stainless steel snap in it. And let's see what happens. 200, 250, 4. So this is load rated at like 350, 520, 7, 740, 850. Oh, what right in 1,000. So the next thing that we pulled apart was this 3/8 Biothane leash. So basically we expected sort of 300 plus pounds out of it, right? Again, bolt snap, a 1-inch bolt snap or a 3/4 inch bolt snap, about 600 pounds of load rating. The webbing should be load rated about 3, or shouldn't be, it should be tested at about 3, right? Stitched, riveted, all that fun stuff. So this broke at actually 980 pounds. 980 pounds is what this broke at, and it broke the bolt snap. All right, so next we've got a piece of 3/4 inch Biothane, stitched and riveted again, and let's see what happens. So we got 350, 380, 400, 9,000. Again, we expected this 750 pounds of load rating, 500 pounds on a brass snap. You'll notice the snap is completely gone. The webbing actually broke on this one where it was stitched. Now, that being said, this broke at almost 1,200 pounds. So again, or actually a little over 1,200 pounds. So again, this broke it substantially over the snap's tested strength and the Biothane's tested strength. And that's 3/4 inch Biothane, bam, 1,200 pounds. So next we've got a piece of 3/4 inch foam Biothane, and we're gonna see what happens. Stitched and riveted, brass bolt snap. Let's see. 1,000, 12 and some change. There's one piece of brass hardware right there. The last thing we broke was a piece of 3/4 inch foam Biothane. Now again, the stitching, the riveting, and the Biothane never broke. The snap itself actually broke, and you can see the snap head just sheared straight off. It grenaded all kinds of stuff in here, bent the snap head. But other than that, there's no damage on this, right? So this leash, again, 750 pounds is what we figure the webbing is worth. We figure the snap is worth about 500, or we sort of talk about the snap as being breaking at about 500. This one went clear up over 1,280 before it exploded. Now we'll see that on the video when we actually go back and review the footage, and you'll see that in it. But again, over 1,200 pounds. This is what this thing broke at. So pretty interesting. Everything that we broke today in Biothane held at almost double the rate that what basically everything talks about. So hopefully you enjoyed the Biothane destructive leash testing, because I really like to break and shoot things. So this has been the high point of my day. Anyway, it was pretty interesting. I really enjoyed the finding out what everything broke at, because I didn't know before we started what it officially would land at. So this has been Matt with Ray Allen, breaking stuff. You can find them all at rayallen.com. Links to other social media things and to the leashes to buy them should be there, here, you know, that kind of thing. Thanks for taking the time to check it out, and come watch the next one.